If you're in a toxic relationship with food, it's time to break that relationship, to break up with it once and for all. Yeah, you heard me right. People have a toxic relationship with food. We say, oh, that person's toxic, or I was in a toxic relationship, but you really can have a toxic relationship with food. I have clients who say, I'm terrified of cookies. I just can't keep them in the house. You know, it controls me. That ice cream is calling my name. That chocolate, I can't leave it alone. It's like it's calling me. I'm scared of food. I'm scared to have candy in the house. I'm scared to have chips in the house because I eat the whole packet. I'm out of control. And when you feel out of control, you feel shameful, you feel guilty, you feel embarrassed, and that's just not right. So let me give you some keys, some signs that would show you that you may be having a toxic relationship with food. One of them is you beat yourself up, you blame yourself. I'm just a loser. Everyone else can eat less. I have no control. When I'm around food, I shovel it in. I eat so fast. I don't know what full is. I don't know how to stop. I'm always hungry. See, if you're in a toxic relationship with a person, you might be going to say, well, they're not good for me. I really need to break up with them. I'm going to sever all contact. I'm never going to see that person again. They're out of my mind. They're out of my life. But trying to break up with food is rather different because we go to people's homes and they offer us food. Food is a huge gift. Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter is all about receiving lots and lots of chocolate. People give you that as a form of love. And your body never goes, yay, that chocolate. It's so loving. Your body doesn't actually like sugar and chemicals. But the mind is still so caught up in this toxic belief that sugar is love, candy is love, confectionery is a wonderful gift. People visit people in hospital when they're sick and bring them boxes of chocolates. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I even see that on cancer wards when people visit people with cakes and cookies, thinking that it's helping them. It really isn't. So when you feel that guilt, the shame, the blame, if you're eating in secret, hiding the wrappers, feeling terrible about yourself, that is a toxic relationship. When you feel ashamed of how you eat, what you eat, you feel ashamed of yourself, you feel guilty, you feel angry, you feel sad, you feel depressed because you cannot get a handle on what you eat, how you eat, and when you eat, that is toxic. But the good news is you can break that toxic relationship forever. Another sign is when you use food as what I call a cure-all. I'm sad, I need to eat. I've had a bad day, I need to cheer myself up with food. I've had a good day, I'm going to reward myself with food. If you are using food to distract yourself, if you're using food as what I call a cure-all, it becomes a kind of medicine. I'm sedating myself, tranquilizing myself. I've got all this work to do, but I'm going to eat loads of cookies and then I can cope. Then the more you use food as a distraction, as a reward, as a cure-all, the worse that problem gets until it stops being what you do. It becomes who you are. We're going to stop that. And another sign that you are having a toxic relationship with food is binging. When you just can't stop, you eat an entire packet of potato chips. You eat so much candy that you feel uncomfortable, but you carry on. When you're binging and you're eating stuff that you don't want, that doesn't even make you feel good, but you're still doing it. When you just can't stop, when you can't have one piece of pizza, one serving of fries, one piece of cake, but that taste of that makes you out of control for more. When you're thinking about food all the time, even when you're eating, you're thinking, when can I get more? Or what am I having next? When you're bolting food, you are losing control. You're out of control. People say, I'm uncontrollable. My eating's out of control. I'm like a train wreck. I just can't stop. That's an absolute clear sign that your relationship with food has become toxic, but it's okay. We can change that forever. I know how to. I've been doing this for 33 years with immense success, and I know I can do it for you. And another sign is being so emotional about food. I've seen people cry when they eat food, saying, I'm not even enjoying this. So for many of us, food is so much more than food. It's a reward. It's a punishment, it's a celebration. After all, we have candy bars called heroes, celebration, love, divine. We call food happy meals and fun size. And what is that telling your mind? It's saying whatever you're feeling, this will make you happy, this will give you fun, this will give you joy. And that's wrong. It's actually brainwashing. Your mind is beginning to believe that this food will make you happy. And of course, every wedding, every birthday, every Christmas, every Easter, every Valentine's, every holiday is about, oh, it's the holiday, I need ice cream. It's Valentine, I need heart-shaped candy. It's Easter, I need tons of chocolate eggs. We are all wired to believe that this is love, this is joy, this is pleasure, this is good, and it really isn't. As a parent, I noticed how hard it was not to reward children with food, to meet them at the school gates with little treats. But you really have to get out of that mindset, because I can promise you, your body never goes, yay, more candy, more chocolate, more ice cream, what a reward. Your digestion hates it. Your skin doesn't like it. Your skin hates sugar. Your digestion is affected by sugar. Your immune system is massively compromised by sugar. It's not your friend. It's actually your enemy. But we have so many emotions attached to food, and we just don't know how to separate them, because you know what? You are asked to eat junk food more than 400 times a day. Switch on your television, your computer, put them on the radio in your car, go past some advertising hoardings on the way to work. You're asked to eat junk more than 400 times a day. And that's really doing something to your thinking. You're being conditioned to eat badly, but my program is going to condition you to eat well, to eat healthily, and to love it, to become immune to those 400 messages that you're seeing every day. So you're going to change your emotions about food. You are going to be in control. You're going to win. You're going to be free to eat whatever you want, when you want, selectively. You'll never need to binge or be out of control or reward yourself with junk food again. And it's going to feel amazing. And you know what else? It's going to feel normal and natural, like you've always been this way. You know, all the clients I've helped for years and years never go, hey, you took away chocolate, or, you know, I really miss pizza. They go, gosh, I wish I'd done this 20 years ago. I feel amazing. It's so much better on this side. I've been on the other side of emotional destructive eating. I don't miss that. I'll never miss that. This way is so much better. I can eat cake. I can eat pizza. I don't actually like that stuff much. I still like chocolate. I still enjoy it, but I can have a couple of pieces and stop. It doesn't run me once. It completely ran me. In fact, it's true to say it consumed me. No, it doesn't. If you want to be in charge of what you weigh, what size you are, how you feel, if you want to be in charge of your health forever, then you have to understand that being able to manage that is so much more than looking at what you eat, how many calories you take in. It's not about that. It's about looking at your feelings, looking at your emotions, looking at what's eating you, and then being able to change it like that forever. Being able to fix those root problems once and for all. Check out my next video here. There are more gyms, more health foods, more whole foods, more diets than ever before. And guess what else there's more of? More out of shape, more unhealthy people than ever before, because forcing your body to do what it doesn't want to do doesn't work.